As Israel ramps up military strikes on Iran, fear has gripped hundreds of Indian students, many of whom are studying medicine in Iran, currently stranded across Iranian cities with airports shut and also Iran's airspace closed and explosions echoing through civilian areas. These are students who say that they have gone sleepless for days. The Indian embassy is in touch with them, relocating some of them to safer areas and also activating helplines. Parents, especially in Jammu and Kashmir, are pleading for swift evacuation. The situation remains tense, with logistics and timing posing serious challenges to a full-scale rescue. Also joining me now is James Bowden, who's an expert on these affairs. Mr. Bowden, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. What we understand now is that Iran has responded to India's request. It has opened its land borders to India, also sought details from India about students that need this kind of evacuation. But considering that this conflict has only escalated in the last 3 to 4 nights, how difficult would that process be?
I'm not 100% sure. We are seeing that Israel is increasing strikes over in eastern Iran, and they have actually hit an airport in Mashhad, which is in extreme eastern Iran. And so that has damaged the airport. The Israelis are beginning to cut road lines. We see that they have cut the main road between Tehran and Qom. And so it looks like the Israelis are moving to shut down transportation networks within Iran, and that is going to be a significant issue for moving anybody outside of the country. So I would definitely project that anybody in Iran should prepare for a long-term stay.
Right. Also, how do you see this conflict escalating in the coming days? Because we've seen what happened with Russia and Ukraine. The war still goes on. How do you see this conflict between Iran and Israel, shaping up in the next few days? Do you see this getting de-escalated at some point? And also the kind of role that countries like US are likely to play. How is that going to really impact lives of common people there, especially of students?
I really don't see any further escalation per se, because unless Iran fires something like a chemical or a biological agent towards Israel, right now it is at kind of a plateau. What we have seen is just kind of a mission creep and a normal, let's say, evolution in process where they have gone from military leadership down to the nuclear program, which was their primary target. And then they went to economic targets, which were oil fields, gas refineries, electrical plants. And now they seem to be moving to another phase where they're shutting down the transportation networks. And so that's a further economic artery disruption. So I'm not sure about escalation. De-escalation is also another key problem. We have seen a lot of these conflicts begin, and that many of these countries are not interested in listening to interjection. And let's be honest, the United States has lost its voice in the world.
So that is basically the biggest diplomatic challenge, that the US also seems to be losing its voice as Iran-Israel tensions escalate. MEA is working towards safety of Indian students. Thank you, Mr. Bowden, for joining us on NDTV. India is looking at diplomatic channels to ensure safety of Indian students. There are about 1,500 Indian students that have been stranded in various parts of Iran. And as missile trails across skies and uncertainty looms, the plea that is being made by the students is simple. They want to get home. They want to get home fast and safe, something that the Indian government is also working towards. With that, it's time for a short break. More news and updates on the other side.